while consumers had carried on spending more on food and energy bills than before this lockdown actually happened. It said that leisure spending and businesses' investment remained subdued, which would weigh on the recovery. The bank said the UK still faces its sharpest recession on this record, with the outlook for growth now unusually uncertain. It also expects the UK economy grew by 9%. It's going to grow by 9% next year and 3.5% by 2022, with the economic forecast to get back to the pre-COVID size at the end of next year. The company has with growth estimates of 15% to 3% respectively in a scenario the bank has set out back in May. But unemployment is expected to almost double from this current rate of 3.9%. Yes, 3.9% to 7.5% of the end of this year as government-funded support schemes come to an end. The average earnings are also expected to shrink for the first time since the financial crisis, and the bank has said more workers face the pay cut for freeze next this year, adding in many cases bonuses have been scaled back or withdrawn altogether for this year. Its latest forecasts are based on the expectation that there is no second wave of the virus and that there is a smooth transition to a new EU free trade agreement at the start of next year, January next year. Now, the fall in energy prices and the temporary VAT cut for hotels, theme parks, and other hospitality businesses, restaurants, and all of that, if you know what I mean, restaurants, etc., means that the cost of living is expected to barely rise this year. The bank actually expects inflation, as measured by Consumer Prices Index, to fall close to zero by the end of this year, before gradually rising back to the target of 2%. The Monetary Policy Committee has said that it would not even think about raising interest rates until there was clear evidence the recovery had taken hold. It said that the root of unconventional tools is to estimate the economy, such as negative interest rates, remained under review. But while negative rates could boost the economy, the bank has actually said that much a move may have untitled consequences. It could stop the UK's already fragile banks from lending or lead to customers withdrawing their money and holding it in cash. Policymakers also noted that high street banks would find it difficult to cut rates of savings accounts below zero. I mean, I go past banks and it says they're only open 3 days a week, like 10 till 12 or 10 till 2, 3 or 2 days a week, which is a bit ridiculous, to be honest with you. I know Halifax in Hoddesdon, my nan was very annoyed. It's only open Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10:30 till, I think it's 10 till 5 or 10 till 3. 10 till 3. And that's ridiculous time to be opening. It should be opening all day. 4 to 5 hours, I don't think is enough. I mean, I see queues and queues and queues. Queuing up outside the banks is just atrocious. I mean, I see queues. I mean, they've got to sort these banks. I mean, there's nothing else they could really do, is there, with all these queues outside banks? There's nothing else they could really do. No, there isn't. Is there? There is nothing else they can do with the queues outside banks. Now, Ruth Gray, an economist at the Capital Influences, she said that the bank was likely to increase its money printing program by a further 100 billion later this year. She also expects the bank to keep interest rates at 1% or below for at least 5 years. The economic damage may have been less asterisk though, and it was also featured in recent months, where the bank thinks that the scares will remain for longer, both to activity and jobs. The bank believes it will take the economy until the end of next year to get back to pre-crisis activity. Crucially, it also admits the risks are the downside, not least as it muses that the health risks from the virus and restrictions gradually recalled, with no significant reputation of a widespread lockdown that could prove a serious setback. But with what then they say, the key to the recovery is consumer spending, but it's also the interest rates that might shape that are at record lows already, and we will be heading into the undated territory of negative rates. Well, the savers are officially charged to deposit cash, and it seems very unlikely that the bank has been taking a closer look at that tool and concludes that it could be less effective to stimulate the economy. It does have other tools. The bank has supported cash flow across the economy by pumping funds into financial markets via quantitative and easing and participating in some loan schemes. But it may have to rely increasingly on the Chancellor, though, to give the economy emergency aid in the event of the further trouble. Well, of course it has. It's got to do that. So that's the last story that we're talking about of today. So we'll talk about more news stories on the show tomorrow. And of course, we will let you know more news every day on the show. There's news updates Monday to Friday. Okay, news updates Monday to Friday. Still to come, we're talking about Wiggle Your Toes after these two pieces of songs. David Bowie singing Let's Dance, and then Michael Bublé, he's singing It's a Beautiful Day. And then after that, we're going to be discussing if it's right or wrong to pee in the pool. I've done it loads of times, okay? I've done it billions of times. Because I've never ever been bothered to get out of a pool just to do a wee. So I thought, I'm just going to do it in the swimming pool. So do you think it's right or wrong? Do let us know. You'd like to get in touch, 07593 847 105. So either way, talk and your name, or call that number, or email us GaryJHoward68@hotmail.com, or 345 457 student.hrc.ac.uk, or find us on Instagram. It's at the Luke Howard fan page, just the Luke Howard fan page, not at, and hashtag Luke Howard, hashtag Luke Howard Show, or hashtag listen to the Luke Howard Show. I've done it millions of times. Have you done it? It's just something bright to talk about on the show today. Something to brighten up your moods. Brighten up the moods. Something to brighten up the spirit on about what's of course with what's going on at the moment. Of course, isn't great. But we would like to brighten up your moods by talking about making you all feel happy. We're talking about something funny. So I've come up with this funny story about should you pee in the pool or not. And remember, you can't really get in touch with me via email because my emails aren't really working at the moment. So you have to get in touch with me via GaryJHoward68@hotmail.com. That's GaryJHoward68@hotmail.com, or Instagram, or phone, or text. Any of those ways, but do not email me at the moment because my emails aren't really working. Right, okay. After all that, I need to rest my breath. Woo! While you listen to David Bowie singing Let's Dance and Michael Bublé singing It's a Beautiful Day.
Put on your red shoes. I don't know why you think that you could hold me when you couldn't get by yourself. And I don't know who would ever wanna tell the seam of someone's dream. Baby, it's fine. You said that we should just be friends while I came up with that line. And I'm sure that it's for the best. If you ever change your mind, don't hold your breath. 'Cause you may not believe that, baby, I'm relieved when you said goodbye. My whole world shined. Hey, 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 it's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. If I'm drinking, then I'm buying, and I know there's no denying. It's a beautiful day, the sun is up, the music's playing, and even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy complaining. 'Cause I'm glad that you're the one who got away. It's a beautiful day. It's my turn to fly, so girls get in line, 'cause I'm easy, no playing this guy like a fool. 'Cause now I'm alright. You might have had me caged before, but not tonight. And you may not believe that, baby, I'm relieved. This fire inside, yeah, too bright. I don't want to say so long, I just want to say goodbye. It's a beautiful day and I can't stop myself from smiling. If I drink and then I'm buying, and I know there's no denying that it's a beautiful day. The sun is up and the music's playing, and even if it started raining, you won't hear this boy complaining. 'Cause I'm glad that you're the one who got away. 'Cause if you ever think I'll take up my time with thinking of our breakup, then you've got another thing coming your way. 'Cause it's a beautiful day. Beautiful day, oh baby, any day that you're gone away. It's a beautiful day.
What a great song, great song. Michael Bublé singing It's a Beautiful Day, Beautiful Day. Well, it's not a great day at the moment, it's a bit grim, I always say it on the show, it's a bit grim today, but it will brighten up today. Tomorrow's going to be scorching hot, of temperatures supposed to be reaching, I think, up to about 35 degrees. Oh my god, hotter than last Friday. I think it's going to be the hottest days ever. So, we're talking about feet now, okay? We're talking about feet. And because today is Wiggle Your Toes Day, and it offers people the chance, everyone wiggles their toes, anyway, including in bed.